Oh my god.
Button's
Oh
been
my
hit.
god, it does.
And welcome back to another
Kinda?
episode of Masked or Not. Joining us today are our wonderful heroes here. Puddles, played by Yuro Kakage.
Hello.
Her wonderful cat Spencer, joined to us by our wonderful cat Greg.
Wait, are we starting?
Her undead pal and still wonderful detective Dahlia.
What's up?
Her alchemist knowledge bound neighbor transient.
There will definitely be explosions today.
Lord. The recently rescued and highly intelligent technomancer, Jace.
Y'all ever built one of them CERN things the size of a donut?
And their most recent friend acquired, Red Wish, played by Vladimir.
It is a pleasure to finally become part of the group.
Wonderful.
And with that, last time on Master 9, within the first few seconds, our heroes found that their feline friend Spencer seems to be growing in more than just strength, as what was expecting to be an extravagant battle becomes a befuddlement once the cat boy takes the bug man and vanishes for 18 seconds. The rest were rushing to get bystanders and civilians to safety from the initial destruction, as Spencer tried to reason with the foe in a different dimension. The talk was one-sided, unfortunately, as the bugman wanted one of the heroes who can use alchemy. This noisy conversation attracted unwanted attention, and in his spastic reaction, Spencer took the bugman back to the original world. Once inside of Edward, the alchemist, the foe breaks away and attempts to pounce. With her quick thinking and trigger finger, Dahlia takes a volley of shots, removing one of the legs of the bugman, slowing it down. Can our hero stomp this bugman before he gets back up, or will this infestation persist? Find out today. Going back to the top of the round, we have Transient.
Okay, it's been a while. Where's the bug man at?
The bugman is about 15 feet away from you, now landed on the ground, bleeding out from from one stump of a leg, as well as a majority of its, not a majority, but a small portion of its exoskeleton seems to have shattered, revealing pinkish gray flesh.
Okay.
It is staring at you intently. What will you do?
Let's see here. I will do one thing and two things technically. I'll clap my hands and increase the amount of hydrogen surrounding the bugman by about 100 pounds.
Bruh.
Transient, no.
I said there was going to be explosions today.
Transient, no.
Just didn't expect in the first 5 minutes.
Out of character. Transient, yes!
Okay.
With the single line of hydrogen leading to me, I'm going to clap my hands and spark it.
Just jump cut to, I think, Dolly and Spencer flying 50 miles outside of town.
Here's the thing that you don't understand. It's gonna make a huge popping sound, which is probably gonna break Spencer's eardrums.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be bleeding from my ears for a while.
Right, because you are about 10 feet away from it.
Oh, by the way, I'm in my other form. So, go ahead.
Please don't kill us.
I just did.
Don't worry, we'll survive.
Well, it depends on the situation. Depends on what you're pointing the blast at.
Oh, I'm just doing a general area around him, about 5 feet in diameter. Yes, I am concentrating 45 kilograms of hydrogen into something of that size.
Going over to villainous memes. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And you're activating it. All right. So, given the fact that let me double check one particular thing. Where is my ratio list?
Yeah.
Under Cosmic Spark.
Yeah, the line from me to it is where I cause the spark. So there is going to be a quick flash from me to him, and all that hydrogen, that 45 kilograms of hydrogen, is in a 5-foot square. We'll go with that, and it should make things mildly easier.
All right, 100 pounds around him. We're talking happening within within rank time 0, 6 seconds, explosion. So if I'm reading this chart right, he'll be flying at least 60 feet away from you, high into the air. Combined with one other portion.
I just want
Making sure I have the right formula for this one. Come on, where am I? I have my notes right. So you clap your hands, causing 100 feet of 100 pounds of gas to ignite within a 5-foot radius of the Bugman. The ignition ignites, and there's a blinding loud explosion. I would like everyone to give me a fortitude save, except for Dahlia, who's immune to it. Dahlia, you're gonna need 2 rounds before before the light in your eyes dissipates. But otherwise, you can see dark images.
Okay.
The color's gone, but you can still see blobs.
Okay, that works. That's basically like me without my glasses.
Right. Although the immediate area, I will need
I already got
Spencer,
42
Transient, Red Wish.
Yeah, I essentially just blew up the equivalent of about 50 pounds of TNT.
Oh, and apparently what looks like Rockin' Prime, who has been moving people. Oh boy. Okay, so that's gonna be a few. Jace.
For fortitude saves, that's just 1d20 plus the fortitude.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For the blinding light, in order to avoid being blinded. That also includes you, Puddle, and
I already
Dahlia?
did.
Okay, I'll double check.
I got
That
like
is
an
short.
8.
Puddle and Spence both got below 10.
Oh goodness.
And I'm like, okay, I'll just be blind.
Jason at
DM
20 did.
Due to my character's unique conditions, would this be a disadvantage save?
There are no disadvantages. Although I
okay.
will say you will have a minor penalty because of your condition, so that will be at a -2. So you will be counting for 16 on this. That being said, once more, Transient, Spencer, Red Wish, and Rockin' Prime is going to need a toughness check for being close enough to the vicinity of the explosion.
Okay,
As-
so tough.
As well as the Bugman.
That is a 19, DM.
Toughness is +5 as well.
Oh, okay. I rolled an 8 this time. And unfortunately, I can't change my dice.
So my toughness has a slash to it. 7/4. What does that mean?
You have defensive roll, or the equivalent of it. If you are denied your dex, it's a 4. Otherwise, you have a 7.
So if my character is able to move around, it's a 7.
Yeah.
Which you are right now. You're
Okay.
not currently prohibited from being able to use your lucky dodge, even if I'm looking at this
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to spend a penny on this.
Let's see here. So that would make it so that for this instead, I would have a +6.
Asterisk
So
doing
with the lucky dodge ability, do I add that on top of the toughness save?
No.
No?
your toughness is either a 7 or a 4.
Okay, it's just that the DM mentioned
You have a +7 to your toughness because you are not denied your dex.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm just asking because the
Agility.
GM mentioned.
I was looking
the
at something else.
lucky dodge ability.
I was looking at something else. I made a mistake. My apologies.
Okay. All right then. I'll just
I-
roll
I-
a
I
D4
trust-
+7 then.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And as for Jace's request about that, let me double check Rock and Primes.
Oh.
Rock and Primes defensive.
Oh, stretch. Okay.
I started off the session with a bang.
Right?
Yeah. At least no one's
Yeah,
cursed in the
well-
first 5 minutes.
I didn't go down immediately when you set off this explosion, so that's an improvement.
Right?
Something tells me this is a bit of a recurring.
So
thing.
Impervious makes it invulnerable to anything less than half the rank of it, and it's at Impervious 3.
So,
So that would be if the damage rating was less than was a 3 or less, or 2 or
no,
less?
it's 1 or less.
1 or less, right? Rounded down.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think that explosion, at least at the epicenter, counts as what? A base 8?
Maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right, just thinking of it on top of my head. Or because
Yeah,
it's created
hydrogen's
on
not
your
bad.
power, it would be your power.
So, if it's my power, so given what I use.
And then the check to beat was 18, if I remember the checks right.
So for him, if we're basing it off of power, then it's at a 7. It's a rank 7 damage
Yeah.
for that then.
Right now, baseball
which-
bats don't do anything to him. You'll need to up his impervious toughness.
Yeah, but that's at the epicenter. For us that are 15 or more feet out, drop it by 3 per 5 feet.
So
You
for
need a
Rock and
because you need a lot more force for that blast wave to really do any damage beyond the epicenter.
All right, so then at the current epicenter, it would just be Transient, Red Wish, and Spencer. Rock and Prime's at least 20 feet away. So I think
I was 15 feet out. Red Witch was 15 feet out. Spencer was 10 feet out.
I was right on top of him, pretty much, about 10 feet out.
No, because he got blasted away from you.
Oh, yeah. So, what do I have to do at this point, other than not being able to do much?
So your toughness check, what was your toughness?
My toughness was a 19.
Yeah, you're fine. You took no damage because it drops by 3 ranks for every 5 feet beyond epicenter.
Okay.
so. You see people huddle behind Rock and Prime, and the shield still standing. Most of the concussive force gets dissipated over the electrical field, so it's able to withstand the impervious shield is able to withstand the diminished explosion. What Red Wish and Transit, you both were able to avoid most of the damaging impact from the explosion, whether by luck or by knowledge. Time for the Bugman.
He needs a 22 toughness.
Right, let me double check. Initiative. He has a -1 with a bruise. Double checking. I slapped on him.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Flash, on the other hand, is a different thing.
So
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
no.
for.
He failed by a degree.
Yep, so that'll be another bruise. And then for the Flash, 1 second.
Good lord, his base toughness is +10? The Flash, you'll have to decide what the DC actually was for that.
It was fortitude.
Yeah, you have to decide what the DC was.
Hmm.
And who failed and who succeeded.
Yep.
So for the Flash, Puddles, Spencer, trying to see if Will. Dolly, did you roll? No, wait, no, you didn't roll. You don't need to roll. You don't need to roll. So yeah, only those two seem to have failed enough to be blinded. Let me pull up the proper condition.
Blind.
Blind. The character cannot see everything. He is
Everything
hindered.
has hindered, visually unaware, and vulnerable.
And may be impaired or disabled for activities where vision is a factor.
How do you blind water?
I have eyes.
In
Or
water
float
form?
in the water, like
Water reflects light.
Correction. Water refracts light.
Thank you. Makes it even
It could be
worse.
that enough photons got stuck in there that the disorientation isn't actually visual so much as disrupting the actual
Yeah.
state of the water.
It's like imagine your eyes are water and a billion photons just kind of flood what every cell of your eye is trying to be and blinds you instantly.
Y'all, it will not matter.
So yeah, it really won't matter at this point. Wilder's probably like,
It will not matter because it is raining.
Mm-hmm.
it is
Well,
raining.
regenerates.
Welder regenerates.
And that will actually be my turn. Sorry for the almost 12 minutes of discussion on this.
Everyone
All
gets
right, sorry.
really wet.
Hey, it's better than the first one, which took us the better part of an hour and a half.
And then took 2 weeks.
Because it was within a confined space, and I had to calculate the horrible back pressure of it, like an imploding, freaking aerosol can.
Well, the problem with that one was I turned all the mist within a 30-foot radius into something very explosive and then did an aerosol bomb with it. This wasn't an aerosol bomb. This was a straight
Thankfully.
hydrogen bomb.
So everyone sees the explosion occur, and bits and pieces of the Bugman fly off. You do see portions of its back, legging, and shoulders seem to start breaking off in bits and pieces. I did forget to add another bruise.
And as Transient triggers the explosion, he turns away.
these cool guys don't look at explosions.
Because cool guys don't look at explosions.
Redwitch.
Slowly walk away.
You just experienced what had to be the most immediate and pretty cool explosion caused by what seemed to be choreographed maneuvers from your new friend Transient. It is your turn. You managed to feel how impressive this special effects from the supposed fireball is, as the air around you actually flows back and causes some of your clothing to flutter out a bit. It's impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Although the costume on that guy is slightly deteriorating. You can kind of
And
see.
That's
see
the cause of
his
some
skin.
concern. You see, sure, this is special effects. Amazing special effects, but that guy looked like he was a little bit too close to the explosion. His costume even got damaged. So naturally, out of concern for his well-being, Red Wish is going to say to him,
You might want to take a few steps back. That may have been just a little flash, but you could still get hurt. I'm sure there are bigger ones to follow.
And I'd like to roll intimidation with the unwitting implication that he's saying that was just a tiny, tiny fraction of the power.
All right. Go ahead and give me that one full intimidation.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be,
Let it
yep,
go,
plus
let it go.
9. 20. All right, let her roll. That's a 26, GM.
Checking his Will of 12. Yeah, he is. All right. Don't think I. Just remind me. Do I need to have him actively roll against it, or is it against his passive?
He'd have to roll a will check.
Making sure. And because it only has so little will and the bruises, it's a straight D20 right now.
Oh, we got a boss fight, guys. We got a boss fight. Unless I use one of my features to make him re-roll that.
Natural 1.
I would like to
Natural
use
1.
my control luck ability to force a re-roll. Re-roll.
All right, go ahead and minus one of your luck points.
All right. The command for that is exclamation point G space minus L. Right?
If it's custom counter, it'd be PC, not G.
So you just minus luck for
Okay.
yours.
So just
It-
exclamation point minus luck.
Luck minus space -1.
Okay. -1. There we go.
There we go. All right, forcing that reroll.
Oh. Okay.
So,
we
rather
really are dealing with a boss here.
Yes, but that is still 2 degrees. So not only will he have minor penalties on trying to strike out against you, he will be more prone to I want to say running from you. Let me double check the frighten. Okay, death entrance.
He'll take penalties.
Breathe. All right, so you're doing a bit of a coercing or demoralizing when you're intimidating. Just double checking.
Unintentional demoralization.
See, target is impaired. All right, so now he's further impaired. Woo. Okay. So yeah, with 2 degrees of failure, it now has a minor -2 penalty. He is now impaired. The Bugman seems to focus his eyes on you, but it seems a bit wary, almost scared from your words. Like it's trying to take your like the person inside the costume is trying to take your words seriously, but he's trying to keep up this act of trying to be the best villain it can be, or the best monster it can be. We go over to initiate.
Internally, Red
So
Wishes
he
is
was already impaired?
so it'd be like another degree of that?
No, that
no.
would move to disabled.
No, Bugman was staggered, and the
Oh,
minus
okay.
2 was the -2 are natural bruises.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. I just wanted to make sure.
So now he's actually impaired.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
God,
No
guys,
worries.
stream not going up today?
No, we're just recording.
Okay.
We were trying to have her fix it, but it didn't want to make it an all-day affair.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. I need Dane, and he's about to go into character creation.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
All right, so you were able to intimidate him, and he's now got eyes on you, Red Wish. What else did you want to do while you still have actions?
So Red Wish is just thinking to himself internally, a little bit of sympathy for this guy's struggle here. He still has to put up a good act as the monster here, but naturally, being told that you're a little bit in the danger zone there, buddy, would put somebody off. It's only natural. So what he's gonna do is he's just gonna go ahead, spread his arms out forward, just nice welcoming gesture, and take a few steps forward that might unintentionally come across as a "come at me, bro."
Like
All
he's
right.
going in for the hug, but it looks like a come at me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so subtle goading while moving. All right, and that's all right. So you're how closer? How much closer were you moving to?
What is my current distance?
You're about 15 feet away from it initially.
All right, and this explosion, how has it affected the terrain?
Well, the sidewalk that it was like on the edge of is charred and almost splintered with cracks from the immediate impact exploding from where it was at. Everywhere else looks like dust and debris have been blown back from him, so it's been air, leaf blowed clean ish.
Mm-hmm.
With slight splintering. A nearby water fire hydrant does seem to be now off kilter and bleeding bits of water here and there. It's coming out in a fine spray, so it's not dangerous to anybody, but it is coming out.
Well, then naturally, he's gonna go over towards the rubble here, just a little bit closer to the Bugman, as hey, don't worry, I'll be nearby you, but also I'm gotta look good for the camera here. That's the most cinematic part.
All right, so you about to be 5 feet or right on top of him?
I'm gonna aim for about 10 feet, and because he is, anticipating some killer stunts here, is there a way I can do any kind of action here that would be like prepping for parry or anything like that?
Unfortunately, your coercing him did constitute as an action.
Okay. And how can I tell off my sheet what's a passive act or bonus action or equivalent?
It should say under the actions themselves if they are bonus action or not. Usually you have to spend more hero points to make them a bonus action. Or power points,
Okay.
whatever.
I'm starting to see it. Let's see here. So that I could do. All right. In that case, I am going to, for my bonus action here, use Inspire rank 2, which costs me 1 hero point, and I'm just going to stand in an incredibly cinematic posture above the rubble here, almost towering over him to give off the psychological impression that we as a group are just towering over and dominating this so-called threat.
All right. So everyone around, everyone watching the main battle now, sees Red Wish pretty much give the quietest "come at me" stance, and open his arms wide towards his Bugman as he's now closer closer within 10 feet. There's a little bit of pride that you guys just picked up this kind of ballsy character, especially for Dolly over there. Everyone. Whatever you guys roll next, you guys do get a +1 circumstance bonus to it. So bear that in mind.
That's how it works.
Nice.
I
You're
do
a
need to
freaking bard,
sacrifice
man.
a hero point to do that.
Yeah. Go ahead and minus a Benny, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's exclamation point Benny -1.
Hmm.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
And yeah, I did build this character to be nerf the enemy, give bonuses to my friends.
to be fair, it is supposed to be called a hero point, but
Mhm.
I learned it as Benny, so it stays as Benny.
All good.
But yeah. All right, and so that will be Red Wish's turn. We'll move on to Puddles. You just saw a spectacular blinding light coming over from where Transient is. One of his usual explosive uptakes, from what you can tell. Now everything seems to be lost in a bit of a sparkly light. It's kind of hard to tell where everything is at. You're
Well,
blinded,
I was saving people.
right? And you do feel feel water coming down on you as it is still currently raining, for the time being.
Well, I'll move towards where the bomb explosion came from.
All right, double checking your movements. I want to say that's
30
30 feet,
feet.
right?
Yeah. I haven't
All right.
I haven't increased my speed or slithering.
Gonna say you're coming at it at an angle.
Yeah.
So you kind of feel yourself going towards the edge of the child daycare building that you were right next to as you were helping people out of the either out or into the chic boutique.
Mm-hmm.
So you're crawling along it, and you feel the corner of it, and you turn into it, where you can hear more of the chattering from your group and from the bug man, not too far away from you there.
Okay.
So-
Well,
So that
I can't really see anything right now, so I'm just gonna bathe in the rain as my action.
Alrighty, let me double check your regeneration.
It takes a round, so I'll have my vision back next round.
One every round.
Mhm.
Source water.
Mhm. Rain is water, and I assume there are puddles. Actual puddles, not me.
But wait, what do you mean?
Hmm?
Sorry. Will that be your turn, Puddle?
Yes, that will be.
All right, Jace. You are currently descending down from the air about I want to say 60 feet after initially getting ready to zap the bug man, only to watch it disappear with Spencer and get dragged into an alternate dimension. That was about 24 seconds ago. So you switched over to helping some people out over here by Mama Kababas. Mama Kababas. Mama Kababas. And we're helping them out while also having Rock and Prime do some defensive work.
Okay. Am I currently helping someone out at this very moment, or am I like hands free at the moment?
You are currently hands free. You were able to. You've been doing a bit of the old cell phone manipulation here and there in order to convince people to, go away, or con people into going towards the other side of the buildings, towards their fronts or whatnot.
Okay,
And that's when you notice the bug man coming back.
How far away is the Bugman from me at the moment?
Bugman from you, while you're 60 feet in the air and it's on the ground, I want to say roughly about 75 feet where you would be at on the ground. He's about 35 feet from you, but because 60 feet up, I'm probably off my math. That might be about 80, but we're gonna say 75 for my sake.
Okay. Well, he's within 100 feet of me, so there's some real nice looking neurons he's got there. Be a damn shame if something happened to him. I'm gonna need a will save.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Let's just stack all the debuffs while we're here.
Right, and that's already -2 on that.
That's below the DC. I think that's a failure of 1 because the DC is 14.
Let me double check your page.
If it is a failure of 1, he's added dazed to his list of status conditions.
Use all Yeah, he's technically staggered. So let me double check how dazed and staggered work with each other.
No, those can stack, but if he gets one more dazed,
He's stunned.
yes, he's at the next level.
Right.
I've got the order of progression under my magnetic seizure of dazed turns into stunned, turns into incapacitated. So let's just stack all the debuffs.
Right. Oh no. So because double checking staggered characters are dazed and hindered.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean he becomes stunned?
I want to say yes, unless that's considered a separate situation. But for the sake of this, we'll say he is stunned, much to my chagrin. So let me go make some edits. Way to go! You stunned the guy. He is the Bugman is now reconsidering its actions, trying to tackle someone who can do alchemy and then getting hit by other people who are not doing alchemy.
All right. You said Rockin' Prime was shielding people previously.
Yes.
Is he still shielding them at the moment, or have they run since the explosion happened?
They can start running now since it's technically yours and his turn, since you both shared a turn.
Okay, in that case, while they're running, I would like Rockin' Prime to turn around. How far away is he from the Bugman?
Looking at my map, we're saying looking like 25 feet, which is why his shield was able to dissipate most of the damage from the explosion.
Interesting.
Ooh, ha.
Does he look laser resistant?
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to ask that question again. My body was having reactions.
Does he look laser resistant?
Well, weirdly enough, that exoskeleton that that this Bugman has been slowly breaking off of has been still sturdy. So yeah, he might be laser proof. You can definitely test that theory.
Interesting. I would like to have Rockin' Prime test that theory with a fucking lightsaber.
Oh, we're gonna get closer?
He's gonna get closer and use the laser sword.
Oh no.
You thought those special effects were cool, Red Witch. Watch this shit.
All right, go.
I have not used the laser sword since I think the first session where I was involved in combat directly, so I don't remember how this one works.
Let me double
It says
check.
DC 19, penetrating 6, damage 4.
Roll to hit.
Yep, still need to use the roll to hit. It would be a +4 to your attack.
All right.
So yeah, it'd be a 1d20 + 4 versus this creature's
Parry.
that actually just makes its parry.
Does that mean I miss or does that mean I hit?
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at his dodge. I was looking at his dodge.
You were good, son. Real good. Maybe
His
even
parry's
the
a
best.
10.
That I don't understand.
That means he probably has a 20 for passive parry, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means you don't hit.
So Rockin' Prime gets closer. Prepare to taste energy waves. Yeah. But the Bugman, seeing the robot come closer, somehow moves just enough to dodge out of the way of the blade. What the? You can still move?
Well, that
There's-
sounds like you need some more. Hearing Rockin' Prime say, what? He can still move. I'm going to say, that means I'm going to need to give him more aneurysms.
No good.
Brain
Will that-
juice.
Will that be your turn?
That's my turn. I've just threatened the man with more aneurysm.
Spencer, you just happen to be right next to the guy as you saw your best friend Transient go over, give a couple of claps, and an explosion happened. Everything is bright. Everything is white. You can hear things quite clearly, though there's a slight ringing. And it definitely
Uh,
sounds like this bug guy is hurting right next to you. You can hear it muttering, "Not fair."
Yeah, I know what Spencer's gonna do. Also, I have passive regeneration 10, which does every round. Um, Thing is, the source is cosmic radiation, so technically, in order to heal, I need to be in space.
Well, unfortunately, you're not in space right now, and while you could just start flying up,
I could. I really could.
I'm
However,
up to anything it needs me.
well, I have an idea. Although it might not be a good idea for the Bugman. So let's see here. I have this. You know what? It's still raining in our area, which means this guy can't fly. And if he's a bug, his wings will get wet. I'm not sure what that will do, but bug wings, when they get wet, usually don't work so well. How are his wings looking right now? Oh, wait, no, I can't see. Yeah, almost forgot about that. Almost being the key word there. So I am going to instead, let's see here. I could just do this. That's probably fair. So I can hear where he is, right?
yes, you can definitely hear him right next to you as as it's making his mutter and clicking. You can also hear Red Wish stepping closer to him from where you last saw him.
And what did Red Wish say last? He's going to end this, I think. Is what he said.
Red Wish, would you mind repeating what you said?
He basically just said that this guy should watch out because even though that was a small little flash, there's probably a lot more bigger ones coming, unintentionally threatening him.
So
And
that
you-
flash was a lot bigger than I realized.
The what?
Oh
Look
boy.
at General.
1.5 kiloton bomb is what you just unleashed, Transient. So, yeah.
Let me look back at my.
Do you know how powerful Hiroshima was? It was about 20 kilotons. So about a 20th of that was what you just did. So technically, you just
I'm trying to
annihilated.
quantify the bullshittery my players are doing right now.
So I'm new to this game, but is that something we're even capable of doing at this level?
Yes.
For me,
He's
yes.
just turning
Capable of
stuff
doing-
into volatile things.
Capable of doing? Yes. Capable of surviving? Not
No.
without my absolute
Yeah.
good grace of
Yeah.
not knowing what exactly is happening. So we're going to dumb it down because
is-
the way
So-
he's saying it, it's somewhere between a rank 16 and a rank 17 in damage.
Let me continue to reduce the amount real fast to give you a better. Oh, no, that's still big.
So,
Uh,
yeah, you just vaporized a city block almost.
Okay, we'll drop that down to about 10 pounds.
So are we all dead?
No,
No.
no,
No.
no.
I am retroactively shrinking that down to 10 pounds of equivalent, which is about 300 pounds of TNT.
If there's ever an editor for whenever I force myself to do this, reminder: we make a prompt for 10, not 100, because the implications were not planned.
Yeah, you just pretty much blew up half the world.
Now
I took
listen,
out.
He just took out Power Goal, though. He just took out Power Goal.
I took out most of the sector. Is what would have happened.
The good news is there's no longer anyone left to evacuate. The evacuation is complete.
Jeez, somebody should call the military to control you guys.
They tried.
So-
and failed.
No.
So that we're retroactively changing that to 10 pounds.
I feel like I should get a Benny for this, but I'm not. I'm out of
In
Bennies.
the mission where
where I got rescued, he pulled a stunt like this, where I forget exactly what he turned it into, but he turned the oxygen into the air into something that is explosively reactive with water. But since
Oh,
he got rid of the oxygen in the air, all that was left
Sodium.
was the moisture in the air, and it blew up and knocked me out immediately.
Benji,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor? Slap that in one of the links central area for me. The TNT
Uh,
calculator.
It's in general chat. I'll add it to Command Central.
That'd be perfect. That way, in the event that you come up with pounds or kilograms, I'll be able to figure out what exactly I'm looking at so I can calculate damage rank. And
Better
make it
idea?
correct.
I'm pinning the message in general.
That's perfect. That's perfectly fine. All right. So,
Oh my.
you do hear Rock and Prime as well come over closer by the bug man and attempt to make bug sushi, but unfortunately you only hear the swooshing of the energy sound, not the clashing of energy sound. So you were able to tell he missed.
Yeah. So with my ability set, I would like to try. I'm right next to him, so I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna grab him real good.
I will need you to make a grapple attempt with a minus 2, given that you're doing this blindly. I mean, yes, you can hear where he is, but you're literally flailing your arms out without seeing where he's going to move.
Okay, I have a question for you, DM. Give me a second to check this. I have no bennies, but I'm going to ask you for something. I want an extra effort. Just grab the heck out of this guy. I'm using extra effort, and I don't care if I get a point of exhaustion.
Alrighty. Okay.
So that's
that
an
will suit-
unarmed grab, right?
I want to say yes. I want to say it is an unarmed grab.
Okay, I have a +2 to grab. I have to roll high, but trying to think of how best to do this. Would you allow me to do anything to? Let's see here. So I'm using extra effort. That puts me at just a +2, which is my base, right?
And
yes.
yes.
Okay. And let's see here. Adjacent opponents do not gain the usual circumstance bonus. Fearless, yada yada. Skills. Okay. I'm right next to him, so I want to wrap my arms around this guy, just grab onto him as hard as I possibly can, using every part of my body if I can. Just extra effort, trying everything.
Okay.
Aren't you dazed and blind?
Yes.
He's blind and dazed. He hasn't moved yet. He was already right next to him. So
Oh,
he
okay.
can't take the action to grapple. To jump, he'll have to wait till next turn.
To use my movement, I'll have to wait till next turn, correct?
Let me double check days. Because I want to say that that's how it works. Days character is limited to 3 actions and a single standard action per turn. Although the character may use that action to perform a move, as usual. Stun supersedes days. So yeah, you're stuck between grappling and or moving, and free actions like talking.
Free action. I'm going to go ahead and scratch that as to what my plan was. I have a better idea. That's less it's less hard to do.
Wait, Neptune, I have a better idea.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, hold on, my brain is working. Okay. Because I gave him an intelligence 1. I was thinking about the thing that I might do, but I have a 2 in awareness and 1 in intellect, so I have to play that. DM, I know up from down, right?
Right now, yes, as you're still standing. You're blind. You're not discoherent.
I'm gonna move. I would like to fly straight up as far as my movement will allow me, which is 4 miles.
Oh, fine. I guess you're 4 miles out of the atmosphere, out past the Earth's gravitational pull, floating right beside one of the satellites, and slowly feeling the vibe from the sun. You'll have to wait till the next round to regenerate, and
So
at least lose blind.
let's see here. The ISS is 254 miles up in the atmosphere. 4 miles up is let's see here. It's where airliners are. I still have to fly further if I want to.
All right, so
I'd have to fly further, but basically I just take off straight up. But right now, in 1 6-second interval, I've gotten about as high as a jetliner.
you hear what sounds to be like large engines whirling past you, just past about 10 feet from you while you're at that airspace.
Yeah,
You
I
make
can't
a
hear anything
mark.
now. They just probably see me just like, what the heck was that? That was a big bird. Let me see here. I'm trying
4 miles
to.
skyward.
I'm not running, I swear. Give me a second. I'm looking at my power. Okay. So
What is the
Is it my
highest you have to
turn
be
to
before
do it?
you?
what
I
was
was about
that?
to. I was. 1 second. What is the? I'm just trying to openly ask. What would the highest he would have to be before natural sunlight starts emitting without being affected by like?
As soon as
Ge-
he's above the cloud cover, natural sunlight will come towards him. That's if you want that to be cosmic radiation or not. But basically, I'd need to be above cloud cover, which is absolutely 4 miles above ground.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, once more, you'll have to wait till next round to start healing.
Yeah.
Next is the Bugman, who is stunned. So that's his turn. Dahlia, your turn.
Yeah,
You
finally. It's
you
been an hour. I'm just gonna friggin' shoot him, man. Like you guys with all your fancy powers and your bombs, I'm just gonna shoot him with a gun.
you will have a -2 penalty because you're seeing blobs.
I thought I'd get a bonus from Red Wish.
Yes, yeah,
Plus one bonus.
Everybody gets a +1, so that'd be a -1.
yeah. It would be a well plus her natural bonus with shooting. So
Yeah.
natural bonus with shooting +1 -2.
All right, so my shooty rolls are plus 11. So I'm down to a plus 10. And I'm gonna use my assault rifle and I'm just gonna shoot him with multi-attack. It's damage 5, so I get 5 shots. Roll 1d20 plus 10. Shot 1. That's just an 11. Oof. And
Can I
cancel. So
use
2.
Benny to transfer that? I think I have an ability for that. To let me use Benny's on other people.
That's a luck point, which is absolutely what you can do, I think.
Oh,
I
great.
think-
If you give me a luck point, my next roll is a 24.
Okay. I would like to give her a luck point. GM, is that meeting your approval?
Want to say is past your turn? Would I want to say you would still have a reaction?
Let's see here.
Go. I want to say yes. I'll say yes. So go ahead. Minus another luck points. We'll count.
Let's see
We'll count the
here.
24 as the first one.
It's under advantages, and it's under powers. It does list reaction. It does say that bestow luck is a reaction.
All right, the next one's a 21. The next one's a 28. I got number 3. Oh, I forgot to do the exclamation point. I'm very smart. That's only a 12, so that's probably gonna miss. And That's a 13. How many am I on? So I have a 24, 21, 28, and then 12 and 13. So I think 3 of those hit. And he is stunned and dazed. So it's the damage is a DC 20.
All right.
Hello?
Sorry about that. Okay. Double checking all that. And you said damage is.
DC 20. It's damage 5.
All right. So the first 3 all hit. The last 2 did miss.
All right. So what's the effect? Does he take 3 bruises, or how do we do this again?
I gotta roll
I-
damage. I gotta roll damage first, and then see where. Well, I gotta roll toughness first to see where he stands.
He's got to be tough. He's got to be strong. He's got to be best of for the red of the fight.
Let's see.
I need a hero.
Toughness -4 due to all the impairments. Impaired does affect his toughness roll, right? As well the bruises, right? The bruises definitely.
Bruises at the very least.
Circumstance penalty on checks.
Yep. So it would affect him.
I believe those are saves, not checks. It'd be up to Kage.
I zoned out what happened. I'm sorry.
I shot
would
him 3 times, but he's like impaired with stuff. Does that affect his saves?
His wounds will.
Which he
wounds
has 2
will,
bruises.
but we're talking about the impaired condition.
And the bruises.
The bruises will. The bruises always do. But Kage, does the impaired condition affect saves?
No.
Well, I don't know if he's impaired. Was his stunned?
Stunned, he basically lost that at the end of his turn.
Okay. It's an initiative.
Yeah.
He is staggered, impaired, and stunned.
So he's dazed and hindered from staggered.
So there's what impaired says.
So it's checks only, so
Yeah.
he's trying to dodge. Did he? Well, he's not blind, so yeah, no, he doesn't get the -2 penalty to dodge.
Dive, duck, and dodge.
So he just has the penalties from his bruises.
Yep.
And is that 1 per, or is it 2 per?
You'll take your lumps and you'll love them.
It's -1 per bruise.
So right now it's gonna be it would be. He would have had a toughness of 11, but because of the deterioration, it's down to 9. So for the first roll, 26 beats the first toughness.
Right.
Second roll, that's a
Fails.
failure.
By 1 degree? That was
Well-
the 21.
Well, then that
So, yeah,
makes
1
his
degree.
toughness an 8.
Yep.
And the next one's going to be a +8, which he succeeds with.
And I have a 28 for my third one, so that's still. He takes another one. So 2 wounds. Or
Yep.
2 hits.
So that's 2 additional bruise.
2 additional bruises, you said? Does that mean what I think it means?
Sorry, 1 additional bruise.
No.
1 additional bruise. I will say this: as you're watching your bullets fly towards the bugman, or well, you're hoping to be the bugman, you hear 1 bullet sink into soft portions, while the other 2 hit hard surfaces, and you hear shattering sounds coming from them. Bugman is now at -3 for bruising.
Like prying open a delicious crab leg at Red Lobster.
Darn it! I thought I got him with those 2 ones.
So you hit him with all 3, but his toughness beat your damage with 2 of them.
Only once on on one of them. 2 of them.
No.
I beat him.
No, 1, because he had a toughness of 26 on 1 and a toughness of 24 on 1. Your damage is 21 for your rifle.
Wait, what?
Your damage for it is your damage rank for it is 6. So he has to beat a DC of 21 toughness.
Oh, okay. So it's not based on what I rolled.
No,
No.
that's your 2 hit. That's to beat his dodge, which is always a flat amount plus.
Unless you get a natural 20. That's the only time it matters.
Yeah, at that point it adds a +5 bonus to the
DC.
DC.
Increasing it by another degree, essentially.
Okay. Only one
think of it.
bruise. Dang it.
Hey, that's
And
still
the
good.
4th bruise when they go down?
No. No.
No, they have to fail and reach incapacitated.
Yeah.
They have to hit 3 degrees of failure. Or 4 degrees of failure.
Yes. However, since he's
Or
staggered, we're close.
you have to get him staggered again, and that'll lead to incapacitated.
Yes.
Yep.
You doing a bruise
Helps.
is good. It helps. It reduces his DC or reduces his ability to make the check.
Alrighty. But yeah, that's my turn. And do I have any raw meat in my pockets?
Yes, you do still have a bit of the ground beef from this morning.
Okay, I'm just gonna shove some of that in my mouth. I'm hoping that's a free action because it's just pocket meat.
Well,
but it should.
You're only
trigger my
partially
healing.
you're only partially blind. You're not dazed or hindered. So yeah, you still
Yeah,
have a
but,
bonus action and double checking.
You get plexiglass in your eyes.
It'd be a
Okay.
move. They can spend their move action to eat.
And you haven't moved yet. You just decided to hunker down, aim at where you thought the Bugman was, and just let it rip. So, yeah,
Yep.
you can do that. So we'll
Yeah,
give
pocket meat. Don't judge me.
pocket meat.
It's just like pocket bacon.
Pocket beef.
She eats a bit to explain how her vision gets better because normally she does not heal without eating something.
All right. You start munching by your next turn. You'll be back. You'll be seeing like normal, feeling your eyes like necrotically kick back on. Back at the top of the round, transient. You're feeling that Wile E. Coyote smoke moment go past you as you're still seeing the Bugman sitting, pretty much kneeling on the ground, but still aware and fighting. You see everyone else getting close, including Rock and Prime on the opposite side, which would give you flanking, but we're not doing Dungeons and Dragons right now. We're doing Mutants of Mastermind.
Flanking would technically be an advantage, depending on how you want to roll it. It'd be just a +2.
A minor improvement. I hear you.
Unless you have teamwork.
Which I do, but unfortunately,
Teamwork.
Jace does not. And neither does Rock and Prime. Alright, so how far away is this Bugman from me now?
Since you were only 10 feet from him and he did not move from the explosion, still 10 feet.
Oh, goody. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's go into close quarters combat here. Let me
Sounds like someone's
double-check.
hungry.
Let me double check something. It's been a while since I've used this. So think I get multiple hits now. Yes, I do. Okay. I had to check. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and start doing some ninja shit.
Alrighty. Just removing the stun off of the Bugman. Give me that ninja shit!
Let me double check my plus to this.
Remember to add a +1 from the circumstance bonus from Red Wish, as
Okay.
well as the flanking bonus, the +2 from Rocket Prime. Level checking. Does Rocket Prime have it?
Basic flanking's a minor circumstance bonus. If he had teamwork, it'd be a +5.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't. I'm not seeing it on here. All right, so yeah, just a +2 then. +2, +1, plus your actual bonus. Oh yeah, that's a hit.
All right, let me just roll the other one real fast.
Sure. And I'll prep his damage rolls. Well, his toughness rolls.
Oh, I succeed in hitting him. All his defenses have a -3 right now.
Yep, that would drop Harry down from 10 to 7, making it 17.
Okay, so the toughness is going to be really easy for him to pass. It's let's see here. Since I'm just doing base melee. Where's my? Not that. Not that. There you are. DC 16. Toughness twice.
DC 16.
Yeah, for the toughness. I am shaving
right.
off bits of his soul.
Ooh, goodness. So, as you're attempting to start going for bits of his soul, you do notice that some of the chitin that was covering his body is breaking off from reacting to your movement after being shot by Dahlia a couple of times. You didn't see one bullet hit the fleshy portion, but the two bullets that hit the chitin have caused those portions to crack and degrade.
Okay.
So he's now rolling at a +7 with all the
Success.
other. So success on the first one.
Yeah. So he doesn't get a bruise from that one. And success. And then I need 2 fortitude saves.
2 fortitudes. Double checking his fortitude, which has steadily also been dropping along with the chitin.
Chitin. Hard K.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm so used to pronouncing the C. It's my terrible American habit. Okay, so with the -5 altogether from where he's standing at. Sorry, -6. Yeah.
3 bruises. So it's still only fortitude -3.
All right, Uba.
Because again, save now to check.
That's a fail?
That is 2 degrees of failure for the first one. He is currently exhausted now.
Checking exhaustion to see if that'll affect the next roll.
It doesn't. Not for saves.
Yeah, collapse. They are impaired and hindered. Essentially staggered. Essentially, but not the same.
He succeeds on that one. So I managed to shave a bit of his soul off.
Will you be doing anything else?
That was my move and my action, so I can't do anything else. As I look at him, my hand's just bouncing off of him, and I'm only getting a sliver of food. I am feeling hungry because of that second failure. That will be my turn. Let's see here. Yep, and you can choose to try to pull.
And
My
that's information
complication if
were
you
getting.
want. So okay, so that's the information I got from it. So you need
Go
me to
ahead and
roll.
roll.
Will
Yes,
save?
go ahead and go ahead and roll a will save.
Let's see here. I still get the +1 from Red Wish. Okay. We shall see. I barely make it.
Going over. Let me double check. Ooh, barely. So, you get those pings from the bits of soul you were pulling off of, and it almost seems like everything else is as just as edible. But you're able to shake off that notion. You're able to remember reality. You can't eat everything. What is this? Is this thing vibing on? Or what is this? What is this thing feeling exactly? Shit, did not want that.
All right. And that will be turn for me then.
All right.
And I'm
And
getting my
we'll-
Benny. I'm getting my Benny for you. Pulling that.
Of course, go for it. Get that, Benny. Red Wish, you just watched. You just watched as Transient attempted to get in closer. A few of his strikes seem to glide, seem to strike but glide over the chitin of the beast, or the supposed armor of this guy, and you can definitely tell that the make and readiness of this cloth was not prepared for full-on combat, as it is tearing apart slowly.
Also, the guy in the suit is slouched over now, looking very, very tired.
You're not quite sure what this strange liquid pouring out from the supposed bullet wound is. It definitely sells that this is supposed to not be human, but it's just kind of distracting how blue it is.
All right then. Looking at the situation, here, this creature is currently doubling over, right?
Yes.
Is there a slight crater?
Depending on where you're talking about. If we're talking about near you, it would be more in the daycare center where you were coming from, where it emerged from. If you're talking about where the explosion was from, there's only scorch marks and fault line cracking. Well, not fault line cracking, but like cracking in the sidewalk that it was standing on. Now crouched over.
All right. Let's see here. Given the situation here, it looks like everything is actually going according to plan. Obviously, those weird alien, fake blood packs are going off just fine. So clearly, the costume is supposed to rip apart. So he's gonna go ahead and continue to stand there menacingly. But player here is going to activate the illusion ability here. So it looks like this entire, area of rubble here is starting to warp and shift, almost like this guy is standing upon like just this giant mound of withered empty exoskeletons of slain versions of this very same creature. As he continues to just stand there menacingly, honestly not sure what his job is supposed to be here. Nobody even gave him a script, but I guess I'm just gonna stand here, is his plan.
All right, so you're gonna try to try to further down the intimidation.
Yeah, this time he's gonna try and adjust his position here to more of a arms crossed, because his arms are getting a little tired stretching outwards, and just glare down at this thing, because I mean he's a little bit above it. He has to look down. The illusion is an area of 125 cubic feet and a DC 17.
Okay, DC 17. What am I rolling with? Is it a Is it a will?
I would assume it's a will. It's saying it's psychic.
Independence. Affects one sense type, perceives them. So yeah.
I'll have this be visual.
Alright. 1d20. Will originally was 2, -2, well, -3 from the bruises, -2 from the impairment. So he is currently sitting at a -3 for a will check. This thing is looking at you with absolute terror. It was not expecting to see more of itself, but now seeing you and your apparent horde of allies just close in on it is making it freak out. Double checking.
The implication that the player is going for here is that he's crossing his arms like, you're not even worth having come at me. I'm standing upon a mountain of other bugs I have crushed beneath my boots.
Like a power stance?
Yeah. Of course, Red Wish is just standing there because, like, I was not given a script. I don't know what to do.
At some point, he's going to finally catch on that this is a LARPing thing and that there is no script. It's all improv. And then he's going to ham it up, maybe try to do a medieval accent.
He has no idea what he's going to be doing.
All
The
of you
creature.
assume Red Wish thinks more than 1 second ahead.
Bold of you to assume that he's aware he would need to think 1 second ahead.
Going over to initiative. Reading that right. So after being getting a circumstance bonus, this is coercing with more. Actually, did the opposite of what you. This is demoralizing again. All right. It is now disabled. It is now disabled. If I'm looking at that right. Sorry for taking a moment. Double checking disabled. Now suffers a -5 circumstance penalty on checks. Well, depending on, if the penalty applies on specific checks, they are added to the name of the condition, such as attack disabled, fighting disabled, perception disabled, and so forth. We're gonna mark this down as disabled now. So if it attempts to do anything towards you guys or any physical checks, it would be taking a -5 penalty immediately. If I'm looking at that right. Next, I'll move on to.
Sorry, I got distracted by food. What was your question?
There wasn't a question.
So Red Wish manages to give another short 6-second spiel while taking a bit of a stance on top of this dirt pile. For some of you who are looking at it, the dirt pile definitely seems a little off, almost like it's taking like some shape of bodies that weren't originally there. You definitely know you saved everybody, so it's kind of strange looking how that pile is there. And it's making the Bugman look very uncomfortable. We're talking it is starting to reel back away from where Red Wish is, while trying to defend itself from Transient and Rockin' Prime on either side.
He didn't even say anything. He's just standing there.
Menacingly.
Menacingly!
All right, so he didn't say anything. He just saw him shift his stance, cross his arms, and now he's standing on what previously dirt pile, now looking a bit suspiciously like bodies. Weird day. Puddle.
Specifically, bug bodies.
You're healing? from
No, I
last
healed
round?
already, yeah.
So you're no longer blind?
Yep. How far
All right.
away am I from the fray?
You're close enough now to see your about 45 feet from where Red Wish is.
And Red Bush is how many feet of the guy?
Feet.
About, yeah,
I'm
10 feet
assuming you guys
from
can hear
Bugman.
this.
Okay. Well, I'll get within 15 feet, which is my entire movement. And then I slappy slap.
You're just gonna reach out and slap the Bugman while it's reeling away from Red Wish as you're just gonna reach over Red Wish.
Yeah. Okay. I finally found it.
All right.
Oh my goodness, I'm in the wrong place. Okay.
So you're now about, you said 15 feet from the Bugman or 15 feet from Red Wish?
15 feet from the Bugman.
Alrighty, so you're about right behind Red Wish by 5 feet ish. So go ahead and give me an attack roll. Smack.
Nah.
Slap him with a water body.
No.
Unfortunately, it does seem to react to your wiggling arm and barely ducks out of the way. But you definitely almost had it. Definitely felt the antennas being brushed.
Yeah.
And will that be it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Going back over to initiative. Jace, it is yours and Rockin' Prime's turn.
All right, so Jace is he's got his strategy. So he's going to try the aneurysm thing again, but this time he's going to say, just let me know when you start smelling toast, okay? And with that in mind, he needs another DC 14 will save.
Oh, goodness. All right. With the will being as low as it is right now. With the disability, so -5, -3. He's rolling at a -6 now.
So the DC was 14. How many degrees of failure is that?
That's 3, 4?
I don't know if there's a thing for 4 degrees of failure on this seizure, but at 3 you get incapacitated.
Well, then the fight's over.
Yep.
So I just short circuited his brain.
You just straight up killed him.
No,
There
because we
is-
don't kill anyone. We are heroes.
Tell that to Mr. Rainfry.
I will say, I made a slight mistake there. We're smelling toast. He's not smelling toast. He smells like toast now.
Out of character, I believe you mean to say that he is toast.
Oh.
There is high-pitched squealing coming from the Bugman as it reaches for its skull, trying to claw at what seems to be causing some significant pain before it just collapses to the ground.
Just for effect, can I use the rest of my turn to have Rock and Prime gently prod it and see if it's awake? Just to be sure.
You can. As Rocket Prime goes over and pokes at it with one of his robotic hands, it does note that it is strangely soft but gooey, almost like there isn't any bones.
Almost like it boiled from the inside out from the electricity.
Aneurysm. Fun.
Someday I'm going to increase that will save DC and it's going to get even worse.
Right.
Well, they get to choose whichever of those saves is higher.
Huh?
It's actually a detriment when you choose that for the power.
I mean, that's attached to the power naturally. I didn't choose that.
Will save?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I can increase the DC, and
Oh,
I don't know
that's
if at a
what you meant.
certain point it'll be able to have multiple degrees of failure beyond third, but currently it's just got up to third.
Afflictions only
Me-
get up to third.
I mean, to be fair, the third degree of failure is you're out of the fight, so...
Yeah. That's usually the third degree of failure.
Well, congratulations. You were able to stop the Bugman. The rain seems to slowly stop and relax. Spencer, you are able to start seeing the sunlight and the blue sky again. Your vision coming back to you.
I'm gonna bathe in that sunlight.
The
But
Bugman. Oh, go ahead.
do I have all my things kind of go away as I more or less hear the fact that, oh, well, I don't hear any explosions.
You are no longer blind, and you are no longer dazed. If you are going to spend a little bit longer, you can also have that bruise removed.
I'll keep the bruise. However,
All right.
let's see here. Let's see here. What you said. So I'm gonna go ahead and fly on over there immediately. Just immediately. Well, actually, no, not immediately. I'm smart. I have 1 intelligence. I should do something about this. So, do I see the airplane that kind of zoomed past me?
It is making its way over towards the eastern side of Pyrogul, heading more or less towards ballpark New York City, trajectory-wise.
Is there anything obstructing its trajectory at this point? Does it look like something might, try to finagle with the plane?
Thankfully, no. Nothing looks like it's trying to hit the plane.
Oh, thank goodness. Because I was about to say, if you're like, oh yeah, oh, by the way, the engine's failing, which, god damn it. No, but, let's see here. So, we get to hear that. There's that. Chances are I'm going to have to transport some people over to the other area where I heard things going on. And let's see here. Anything else I'm doing right now? While the sunlight is fueling me, I am going to go ahead and, let's see here, transform into my other form really quick, my main form.
The form that doesn't fly?
The form that doesn't fly. And I'm
While
I know
you're
I'm going
in midair.
drop. Yeah, while I'm in midair. I'm gonna start dropping immediately.
All right, we're gonna
I'm 4
switch back
miles
over
off
to the
the ground.
group.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna
I'm
switch
not
back over.
trying to fall, but I'm trying to get my perception senses back so I can try and listen in more closely.
Fair enough. Back with the group. So you managed to subdue the Bugman. You have the area cleared so far. No one else seems to be in the immediate area, thankfully. There is a broken vehicle not too far from you, and you guys double check the time. It is pushing almost 11.
Yeah, I need to go.
I mean, yes, but still have 10 minutes left.
My cat has informed me though that it is pill time. So as soon as it's
Pill
over.
time. Pill time.
Yes.
All right. It
Did you
is
hear him
11
make
o'clock.
noise earlier during battle?
I can
Just a
hear
wee
it.
bit. So you all double check your phones. It's still 11 o'clock in the afternoon, or in the morning before noon. And you do get a message from you. You do see one message from your mom, Wilda.
Yeah.
Found parking. Found parking. Speaking to dad. Speaking to father. They think you're already at the shop. Got him by front door. Be careful joining. Much love. And are you okay?
Hold on. What's at the front door?
Your parents. Your parents are currently at the front door, just apparently having a conversation while
Your mom's buying you time to get to the shop and pretend to have already been there.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I'll type back. Oh, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We'll see you
Just-
there.
as you send that text back, Transit, you do get a message from your madre asking if everything's going okay.
One second. Let's see if I can pull off the cool guy act.
After
Dahlia?
feeling that.
Yeah,
no. We'll see
Sorry,
if the
go.
high-pitched whine becomes audible.
Oh goodness.
No bonus. Yeah, nope, the high-pitched whine is getting audible. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do it. Honest boy is honest. He replies back, yeah, kind of, sort of, caused an explosion. To be fair, the bug guy just tried to eat us, so. And yeah, that's his text response.
Dahlia, you have received 3 what would be novella long texts from your mother. Severely disappointed that you would just bounce on her.
Dolly texts back and says, "I told you I was writing with my friends."
You right? All right.
Excellent
So
teenager.
memories. And Redwish, you do receive a very very polite. Is everything okay? Are you safe from your mother?
She'd get a yes, mother. I found new friends. They're doing extracurricular theater activities, and the special effects are amazing.
I just read Cul-de-sac Lounge. Oh Lord.
It's up to you guys if one of you wants to say that out loud so that the video recording's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say it.
Let me see. I'm shameless. Let me see what it says.
No, I'm not gonna
Oh,
say that. I'm
gosh.
sorry. Oh my god.
It says, Jake, all right, rockin' prime, wheelchair mode. Transient, can you make a blanket and some sunglasses? Starts trying to set the bugman in the chair so they can weekend at Bernie's this out of the way so the government peeps don't steal this body.
In response, Rockin' Prime goes, Ferrying bodies, whether alive or dead, are still problematic, Jace. Are you sure you want to go through with request accepted? The technology is yours. And it transforms back to a wheelchair. Ew. Transient, what was that roll again?
I Gregged.
You, Greg?
Aha!
I figured. That's what happened.
Aha!
So, remind me that roll?
That roll was a deception check for the group, trying to pull off the Coleman Act. It did not succeed.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Um,
Oh god, that was 4 bars.
I'd go up to him and say, "Are you okay?"
Not really supposed to be using this out here, even with the mask. And I wasn't expecting the explosion to be so big. So yeah, no, great.
Despite the mask covering most of his face, the cool guy persona does seem to falter as cracks and wheezing from behind the mask can be heard. That teenage transition of the voice just happened to choose the right time to kick in now.
I'd grab his hand for reassurance.
Well, let's, I guess, go meet with the parents and pray that no one managed to catch this fight on, I don't know.
There are no
video?
camera phones right now.
On video?
If there's CCTV, it won't be an issue much longer.
We'll be fine.
That was fun. I really liked the part where all the juices came out.
Those were pretty badass, Dahlia says. And then she claps Redwish on the shoulder and says, "You were kind of a badass, not bad."
So at first he would think that you were talking about the special effects being badass. But now that he knows that you're talking about him, he's just gonna think about how he didn't really do anything. At least as far as he's aware of it, just respond with,
I honestly think I underperformed. I'll try and do more next time.
Hey, you're a rookie. No problem, man. Anyone else want some pocket beef? And she pulls raw meat out of her bag, out of her pocket.
I'm sure there's a new some sort of public safety announcement about making sure that your beef is at least 175 degrees internally.
That would
Before
have
eating
been
it.
that would have happened had he not go back to wheelchair mode.
oh no.
Now it's muffled underneath a bug and a blanket.
Alright, is it super obvious that this is raw meat?
Yeah, it's super obvious. It's like
Okay.
it looks like you would buy it at the grocery store, except it's like got a little bit of lint on it, which Dahlia like picks off while plopping some in her mouth. They like just carry it around in her pocket.
As long as it's super obvious, because Red Wish might actually believe you. Otherwise.
Hey, it is still beef. It's just not cooked beef. It's cow meat.
Yeah, but pulling it out of your pocket.
Is
Yeah.
that in Arizona? Would this beef reasonably be cooked just being in a pocket?
No.
No,
But
hydrogen is a quick burst.
Yeah. I mean, technically, when you're
No, I
burning,
wasn't asking about the explosion. I was asking more about, is it hot enough out that this could reasonably be cooked?
oh jeez,
Not
No.
with rain.
not enough direct sunlight and not enough
Okay.
heat transferring surfaces. You need like a pan, and that'd work for something small like an egg, but not a whole chunk of meat.
I mean, I'd argue in a hot, like, Arizona sun, you could maybe cook it on a car's roof.
It would need to be thin sliced.
Well, you could make it thin.
I mean, if you did that, then yeah, possibly.
Yeah,
Is it ground beef?
ground
It's
beef.
ground beef in her pocket. She's like taking little bits out and shoving it in her mouth. But guys, I gotta go. Gotta medicate Milo and just, get ready
Yeah.
for bed.
About to, we will call it for the night here. We have not hit the end of the chapter yet. As odd as it sounds, this is more of like 1/3.
Okay.
So we'll continue on the chapter when you guys come back in 2 weeks. And thank you again for joining us here at Masternaut. We hope you all have a wonderful time. And despite the coming fears and terrors of this New Year's has, let's still have fun. Let's still enjoy ourselves and be heroes.
Yep. Good night,
Adios.
everyone.
Good night.